Hey guys, I'm Sean Henry with Pepperland Marketing, and today I'm going to tell you how you could set goals for your sales and marketing efforts by reverse engineering your funnel. So I can't tell you how many times somebody's come to me and said, "Hey Sean, I need more leads." And I'll ask them, "How many leads do you need?" And they'll say, "I don't know, more?" And the reason they can't give me a real number as to how many leads they actually need is because they haven't gone through the exercise of doing the math and figuring out how many leads they would actually need to generate in order to hit their sales goals for the year. So I'm going to show you a very easy way to do this. It does require that you do a little bit of homework before sitting down to set your goals. But once you've gone through this a few times, it'll be super easy. So the first thing you need to do is to look at your data from the year before or the month before if you don't have a full year's worth of data. Now, you can get this from Google Analytics, HubSpot, whatever your tool is. But what we're looking for is how many visits you had, how many leads you had, how many deals you had, and how many customers you had. And if we have those numbers, you could say what percentage of my visitors turned into leads, what percentage of my leads became qualified, what percentage of those qualified leads did my sales team actually turn into real deals that they worked, and what percentage of those deals did they actually close. So we're going to have several conversion rates that are going to be really important for this next step. Now you need to know how much new business you actually need to generate. So do you want to generate $500,000 in new business? Do you want to generate $10 million in new business? What is that goal for the year ahead? Once you have all these numbers lined up, you can pull up this tool that I'm about to show you and quickly plug in these numbers to establish targets for the next 12 months. So let's go ahead and look at the tool. This is on our website. We'll include a link in the video. But the very first thing it asks you is what amount in annual new business is required. So let's assume this is a brand new business, it's very small, and they just want to hit the ground running with something. So they want to get $200,000 in new business. Not a very big number. So $200,000 in new business is required. What percentage of that $200,000 do we expect to come from marketing? Let's say it's 75%. So you have one salesperson and that person is going to be cold calling people and hopefully they'll get a few deals out of it. The rest is going to come through the website and your marketing efforts. This next question is, what is your pipeline lead to close ratio? So that might mean nothing to you. If it means nothing to you, just set this to 1. If it does, usually what that means is your sales team likes to have twice the amount of deals in their pipeline at any point in time that they actually need, or 3 times the amount of deals that they actually need, sort of as a safety net. For this exercise, let's say we like to have twice as many deals as we actually need, so we'll set that number to 2. And then what is your average deal size? So what's an average customer worth to you? We're looking at annual new business, so we're not thinking about lifetime value here. So let's say your average deal was about $2,000 for this example. So I plugged in 2,000. And right away, this has already given me some goals. So in order to get to my revenue target of $200,000, I have to close $50,000 in new business that came directly from marketing. And that means I have to have 50 deals because I'm only going to close a percentage of those, and we have to win 25 of those. And those 25 have to be worth about $2,000 on average. Now we go to the next step, and this is where it's asking us about our current marketing funnel. So the first question is, what is my visit to lead conversion rate? Unfortunately, most B2B websites have a conversion rate right about 1%. In some cases, it's lower. So I already plugged that in. I said I have a 1% visit to lead conversion rate. What percentage of those become marketing qualified leads? In this example, we said it was 50%. Of those marketing qualified leads, what percentage do sales actually accept? We said 95%. How many do they determine is qualified? Once they pick up the phone, get in touch with that lead, what percentage are actually a good fit? That's your sales qualified lead. And let's say that that's 75%. Now we have an active deal. So your conversion rate typically drops off quite a bit. You don't win every deal that you work. So let's say that's right about 40%. And with those inputs alone, this is going to give me some marketing goals for the year. So in order to close a total of 150 deals for the year, my sales team needs to work 375 of those. which means marketing has to give them a total of 525 marketing qualified leads. That means we have to get a total of 1,053 new leads or contacts over the span of 12 months. In order to get 1,053 leads, we have to bring 105,000 people to my website. So we have a top to bottom marketing funnel as well as a sales funnel well defined for the year ahead. And then if we know what our marketing budget is going to be, we could plug that in here as well, and that will tell us how much we could spend per lead. So this tells me with a marketing budget of $50,000, I can't spend any more than $47,000 for every lead that I acquire without burning through my budget and not hitting my goals. So this is super easy to use, quickly gives you those targets, and then if you click this download results button, you'll get a nice PDF copy, which is pretty nice. You can share it with your team, have some discussions around it, come back here and revise if necessary. So that's all fine and good. Now we have some very clear goals. We know how many deals my sales team needs to work. I know how many of those they need to close. I know how many qualified leads the marketing team needs to give to sales, and I know how many visitors I need to get to my website. But how do we hold ourselves accountable? How do we track progress through the year? This is where a lot of people fall short. It's great to define your leads, your goals for your leads and traffic, but it's another thing to actually pay attention to that and hold yourself accountable. A tool we love to use for this is called DataBox. It's free to get started. It allows you to put together a really nice dashboard that you could put up on your wall or just have everybody look at during your monthly or weekly meetings. But the really cool thing about it is it also allows you to establish goals and track progress towards those goals. So let me show you what I mean. This is an example of a dashboard. It's called the data wall in DataBox that I've already created. And this is showing me my sales and marketing funnel, sometimes referred to as a waterfall. So in this example, we've had 3,835 visits to the website month to date, and that means we're 65% of our goal, which is 5,945 monthly visitors. We have a goal for subscribers as well. We're nowhere near ready. We're nowhere near close to hitting our goal in this case. We're only at 6%. And we have a goal for contacts. We're at 27% of our goal. Let's say I now want to go in and plug in my goal for deals. How do I do that? In DataBox, I would just simply click on this little chart for deals, and there's an area here that says goal value. It says no goal's been set up yet. I'm going to click set goal, and that's going to show me this little pop-up where I can calculate a monthly goal, and if I'd like, I could also set one quarterly and yearly. We already established our yearly goals using our tool, so if I look at the number of pipeline deals, we said we need 150 annually. So I'm going to plug that in here. And DataBox reverse engineers that number to say, well, if we need 150 deals yearly, we need 36.99 quarterly, and we need 12.74 monthly. And then down here, I can also set up some notifications to alert me when my goal has been hit or when my goal probably won't be hit. And that's super helpful. I'll click save and let that load. And now when I go back to my dashboard, I have a nice goal line. I can see we are nowhere near on track just yet, so we have some work to do. But hopefully with a little bit of effort, we'll quickly hit our targets and get back on track. So I've shown you how to reverse engineer your funnel to establish goals for both your sales and your marketing team. And I've shown you a quick and easy way where you can actually monitor progress towards those goals, hold yourself accountable as the year progresses. Hopefully you find this helpful. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments, and we'll see you soon.